Hi, it's Adrienn Light. Welcome on my channel. Today video I decided to do it after a message what I get yesterday, and it was just really amazing, and I hope I can give you every details what I got. Since my childhood, my mom always teach me that I use my simple logical mind instead of complicated things. So I have learned this thing through my life, because everything when I had to learn maths or any kind of thing which is more complicated, then my mother taught me how can I translate it to a simple logical mind and then understand everything like this. Later in my life also I just instinctively my mind translating everything to this level, and like this I can accept and understand things more easily. So when I had my meditation yesterday, I got a message and it was so beautiful, and everything was translated to my logical mind, and it was amazing. So as you know already, I'm working on a program which contains the end of the program is like a light body activation, but I'm working on all the preparation process. How can you achieve and how can you get there? And as I'm really in this topic, I'm dedicated to this topic, I get a lot of information about all the kind of things, and how can I help and how can I guide people to achieve this state and to do the better transformation what can possible. So yes, I'm working like month now on all this project and all this preparation process, and on the activation also. And as I did my meditation yesterday, I got the following message. Imagine that the bird, you are like a very tall building, and all the building is you. So the level of the building is just a different consciousness, different dimensional levels of the buildings, but it's all block is you, you know. You can take the elevator and go from the downstairs to the upstairs and see what's in the upstairs, and you can see what's in the downstairs also. It depends if you are using an elevator or not. So like this is the same way, it's a very good similarity we are using to change between dimensions, between consciousness levels. And when you are in the basement, on the ground floor, what you see, what you receive, you really don't know the big picture where you are. You just see people around you like the same like you just see the traffic, you just see that everyone is running, you just see the supermarkets, the businesses, the running people and stuff like this, and you cannot see the whole picture. And you really feel this frustration there, because you really don't know the big picture. You just see the people around you running and really frustrated. So this affects you, and you really became at the same level, the same energy level. So you start to work on yourself spiritually and mentally, and you want to grow from inside. So you just get from the basement, from the ground floor, to 1 or 2 levels up. How you can do it with an elevator? What do the elevator to lift you up? You really need to quit weight a bit to can lift you up, isn't it? So you need a lighter being, a lighter body to can change a level of the building. So this happens when you are in a spiritual path, you are doing meditations, you are on a lighter diet, you are doing fast. What you are doing, you just change your reality. You are not grounded that much, and you can lift up yourself up a little bit. And when you really arrive the top of the building, it names the source. It's named that you arrive home. When you're on the top of the building, imagine that this is the tallest building of the city. When you're in the top of the building, you just arrive up, you see around, see all the city, see the sea, the people, the other buildings, everything, and this is just amazing. You start to breathe there, and what you feel, what you get there is a calm energy. Everything is in peace, everything is it's very calm down, and you are just harmonized, you are just in love with everything. As you are staying down, you can see people and cars very little. But as you are up in this feeling, in this environment, you really just observe the people down, running and going the cars from one side to other side. But just observe. You are being there very peaceful, really, really calm. And then with this consciousness, you are going down to decide to going down to the downstairs. And again, you are observe your environment, the people, the cars, the traffic. And you take this peace, this loving energy with you down, and this is what you will experimenting down. Now you are understand the whole picture. Now you are understand the connections, how works life, how life works, and every connection. And like this is a very good similarity to imagine. We are the building. So you are conscious, you have that being which is conscious, which is already in the source, and you have this being who is in the 3D illusion still, and it's just the difference of the dimensions, of the levels where you put your attention, what you want to experiment at that moment, and how you want to live, what everything is connected, okay? And what happened when I really understand and really read nowadays a lot of places that you really don't need to heal from anything. You really need to learn. You really don't need to learn anything because you are already there. And it's so true. You are the building. You are the basement, you are the ground floor, you are the first floor, second floor, and you are on the top too. So it's all you. It's depending which level you want to stop and you want to experiment things, you want to concentrate. And it's so true what I'm saying, that you don't need to heal from anything. The only thing is as the building is you, and if you are at one consciousness, at one level, for example, the 3D consciousness, let's say that it's a ground floor, okay? And you are just there, really frustrating, you don't know what's happening here, and the traffic, and maybe you see there's something that you don't like or you cannot accept it. And what you are doing, just close your eyes. You really have fear from it. You really don't want to understand it. You really don't want to face yourself to it. So close your eyes and run to the upper floor and try to forget all the things what happened with you in the ground floor. But you know what? The whole building is you. So you feel the energies, you feel the energy connections between all levels. So for example, if on the ground floor you saw something or you experimented something which you don't understand, you have fear from it, you don't want to face from it, and you want to escape from it and go forward, but you still didn't solve that problem there, what happened? There is an energy blockage there. It's like one of your being is still there and really just catch there, just stay there, frustrating. And although at this moment now you want to concentrate to the next level, to the next level of the building, but one of yourself is still there struggling. It's for example, another very good example for it. This is my whole body. It's everything me, you know, my hair, my eyes, my lips, everything, and my arms. So imagine that I close my arms to the car, the door, you know, and it stays there, and it's really hurting for me, and I'm really suffering from the damage what I did for my arm, for my hand. I really want to escape from it, so I cannot just leave my arm there and okay, I'm going. I forget what happened here. I leave there my arm and I continue my life. No, because this is a whole body of me. So it really need to be everything good, everything aligned to can continue my journey, my trip. So this is the same with your different energy system, with your different bodies, what we have in different dimensions. We are multidimensional being. So the best way how you can imagine this, a very tall building, and that's why it's really important to handle and to liberate all the levels and working on all the levels to can go forward and to go to the other level, because if not there will be a blockage there, and although you are on the upstairs you will still feel it. For example, if one of your being is struggling on the ground floor and you really don't want to align yourself with it, so you continue your journey and you step to the next level of the building, but you still feeling that something is not good because one of your being is there struggling. It takes lots of energy from you, okay? You feel it energetically. It takes lots of energy from you. So 100% you cannot continue your life, your journey towards to the top of the building. You cannot. And you are in the second or third floor and you start to really worrying. Oh, what happens if I'm falling down again? I really don't want. I want to keep this consciousness, because if I fall down, I will lose everything. I don't want. And so you cannot enjoy that state either, because something is still pulling you down. You cannot continue your life. And this is how it's working, okay? So it's so important to understand and learn everything what we have here in the 3D world, and this is the best explanation of why I started to work with diet problems, with the food connection with the food. It really says a lot from you, and it's really a very good indicator of your inner self. So it's really need to understand and learn from the connection of the food. Okay, and the other thing is the financial state. Is the other thing what you really need to learn, and it's a very good indicator what shows your inner state. And the third thing is the relationship. Relationship with your partner, relationship with your kids. It also says a lot from you and the relationship what you have with yourself, with your inner self. And it's like when I was a child, there was a baby. It says, I need to check it because I just don't know. Matryoshka baby. I will put a picture from it here. So it's like a doll, toy, and it's a bigger, and then inside there's a smaller, and you can put together all these pieces, and at the end you have one piece of toy. And so all the toy is you, it's yourself. What most people are doing, just quit one piece of this doll, leave there next to you, I don't like this. And then you want to continue your life and you want to feel the wholeness, but you forgot that that piece is missing. You live there that you don't want to see it, you don't want to connect with this piece, and you don't want to hear the message, what wants to say. You just put out. But yes, although you are putting out this piece of the doll, you cannot experiment the wholeness. This is the case. So this is all the message what I got through my meditations yesterday, and it was just amazing for me too. And it really explains a very good way how I'm working and how I'm doing all the light body activations. It was just wow, it's so beautiful and so clearly explains how all the program works until to reach the light body activations. So how it really gets sense the preparation process, and really how gets sense prepare yourself on the 3D physical world, starting to prepare yourself, because this whole process will do the complete process, and you just cannot jump to the water. You really need to prepare for it. I have read yesterday a post on Instagram that the person ran 220 kilometers in one day without stop, and he was preparing 3 years for this competition. So imagine if this person is preparing himself 3 years. Us to can do this really huge change of our manifestation, we really need to start preparing for it, and we cannot just jump through it, because then if all the connections it's not aligned in a way how should it be, then it won't be a whole process. So it's really beautiful and really amazing, all these things and how life work. Okay guys, for today I think it's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for being me. Thank you so much for your time. And if you have any questions or you want to get more information about this process, about my work or anything, just leave me a comment here or write me on Facebook or leave me a an email or just jump to my homepage. I prepared there lots of informations already. Thank you guys. Bye bye.